PK Fire!
Hello guys, Dusty here with an exciting video. Do you want to know why this is exciting? Take a guess. Let's guess. It's the 50th episode! Yay! Yes, we have picked up like 50 things. No, that's not true. We have picked up more than 50 things. However, this is the 50th episode of Dusty Pickups videos. Now, they've been under like many different titles under the years, but this is the 50th pickup video I have ever uploaded to YouTube. If I'm correct in my count, which hopefully I am, or if I'm not, then that would have been very embarrassing. But anyway, yeah, we picked up stuff. We have picked up stuff. That is absolutely for certain. And to celebrate that, I'm going to type 50 into this calculator. There we go. There you go. Oh, 50. Right there. We got 50. 50. Okay, and yeah, you may also notice something a little bit different. Now, we are not in the regular space right now, and I don't need to be wearing these. Why am I wearing these? I want to be able to hear you guys. That's not how things works, is it? No, but anyway, this is different because I have a new microphone and a new camera. Yeah, that's right. I'm cameraing differently now. So I guess I'll just introduce the new equipment first before we start getting to the pickups. We've got the way you're seeing me is my new Sony HDR FX 1000 video camera. Now, this camera is awesome. It is, well, I don't need to tell you that. Look, I mean, look at this. It is fantastic. I love it. I love it. And I love it. And it is amazing. And it is way more. I feel like when I'm near it that I shouldn't be touching something this nice. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to do a video on this entire new setup eventually. But I just want to introduce the camera quick. And the microphone. This microphone is a Electrovoice RE20. It's like the elite of the elite dynamic microphones that have ever existed. In fact, fun fact, they call this the Stevie Wonder mic because this is the mic that Stevie Wonder recorded with. And he knows a thing or two about the sounds. So, yeah. And this is also the Classic Game Room mic. This is the mic that Mark records with on Classic Game Room. More you know, right? But yeah, it's freaking awesome, and I love this. And I have an entirely new soundboard and audio setup going on here, so I hope you enjoy this. I hope that nobody's like really too annoyed that I'm not recording in front of the set of, you know, like the video game collection over there. But I will, at the end of this video, maybe tack on a little bit where I put the games where they're supposed to go and everything, because part of this is watching the game collection grow, and that's kind of what I enjoy about it. That's what some of you guys, I'm sure, enjoy about it. So, and we're doing it cheap. That's the other thing. We don't spend a lot of money here. So, that being said, you may be wondering how I got all this like extremely expensive equipment. Pawn Shop was basically doing a blowout sale of some of the stuff they've had in inventory for a very long time. Got the camera for $100, and I got the microphone for 40. Yeah. And I'm talking through a $375 microphone and at least $500 camera. It retailed at $2,100, so that's why it feels so nice that I shouldn't be touching it. But nonetheless, I touch it anyway. Anyway, so we're talking about video games here, and we're going to start by showing you the first video games in this pickup video. So I was at the Goodwill in Mason City, and they had Xbox 360 games there. Now, I usually never see Xbox 360 games at the Goodwill, but I saw them there, and they charged $1 for them. So I was like, how could I not do that? So I got one that I'm kind of happy to have, I guess. It is Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That is apparently a shooting game where you shoot and do things. It's not my genre, as you may be able to tell, and maybe I should be holding the games over here because that's how I have this set up. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's complete in here. Everything's in there, and oh no, it doesn't have the manual, does it? That or it just fell out. No, it doesn't have the manual, but it has 2 discs. So hey, that's worth something, right? And then we have Dead Rising right here, which I know is complete. And as you can see, yep. And the discs are in all good condition, I believe. So that's good. I'm sorry if I forgot like little details in this video. These are all over the past month. I haven't recorded a pickup video in a month. So all these are from the past month. Let's see. So then next, I think this is the next thing I picked up. I was at the local Goodwill and I managed to find this. Oh, these things are heavy. But yeah, it is a PS2 console. So, and I got it for the amazingly low price of $5. However, it ended up not working. I don't mind. I don't mind spending $5 for a borked PlayStation 2 with this nice of condition. I mean, this is in really nice shape, like the top, the side. And you can actually see how nice of condition stuff is because my camera isn't a potato anymore. So isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Like you can see, yeah, this is in decent shape, isn't it? Dusty's not lying through his teeth or through his mouth or further through any of the rest of them. All right, so next pickups we managed to get were from the Goodwill in my local hometown, and they're actually pretty nice pickups here. We got not one, but two Wii Nunchucks for $2, and now here's the thing, well, $2 a piece, and here's the thing about Wii Nunchucks. You always find them, like, freaking beat up and destroyed. These ones are like pristine, like they've never been touched. The analog sticks haven't gone yellow, and you know, they look nice. So very happy to have these nice set of nunchucks to go along with the rest of them. And I think I have good 4 or 5 now because I picked up one at the Iowa Falls Goodwill that I couldn't find for the video, but I picked it up. I think I got it for $1 or $2. So I think I actually got it for $1. If I remember correctly. So that was a better deal, but it was in a little worse shape. So I suppose those ones, depending on the way you look at it, quantity or quality. And then I also got this Wii Wheel. And fun fact, a fun like little tip for collectors out there. Go ahead and pick these up because people are starting to pay good money for them nowadays. Like $5 for a hunk of plastic. I've never understood it, but what are you gonna do? Oh, sorry, bumped the microphone there. But then I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out what I got after that. Okay, so I know what I got after that. We managed to get a bunch of random little games here. For starter, we have something that's contextually relevant to the times today. We got Deadpool on the PS3, and I haven't seen Deadpool yet, but I might eventually. I'm not one of those people who would be like, oh, Deadpool, I want to watch Deadpool. No, but you know, I wouldn't mind seeing it, because like everybody's all hyped about Deadpool, and it's like, would you be really hyped about anything else if it wasn't, you know, or this if it wasn't like hype trained to no end? But anyway, I might go ahead and go see it at some point. But and I also got some PC games from the Goodwill. So we got Medieval 2, Total War here. Pretty cool. We got Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer Tiberium Wars. Yeah, good enough for me. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for the PC there. And we got Battlefield 3 Limited Edition. So altogether, not a bad stack of pickups. And the person behind the counter kind of thought of them as DVDs. So they managed, and they were doing a sale of 3 for $4. So I got one of these free. So you can choose which one I got free and let me know in the comments because it's really relevant. But anyway, then I think I got these games before I got those games. So excuse the chronological impairedness that I have in my head. But I went to the Mason City Goodwill and I figured, and I thought these games were going to be $1. They ended up charging me $3, and I probably wouldn't have paid $3 for them. But, you know, I'm okay with paying $1 for, you know, I'll just say licensed PlayStation 1 games. But, you know, $3, that's just not how I roll. But anyway, we got Namco Museum Volume 3. This is actually an upgrade to my current, well, actually, no, this is my old copy. I put my new one on my shelf. So, yeah, I got one in that a little bit better condition than this. Just take my word for it. Then we got Dexter's Laboratory, Mandark's Lab. I don't know. It's been a very, very long time since I've watched Dexter's Laboratory, so pronunciation's a little bit incorrect there. I do apologize. We got Monsters, Inc. Screen Team here. We've got SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, which I would pay $3 any day for a SpongeBob game. I'm a big SpongeBob fan. And I also really, really, really like SpongeBob. See what I did there because I'm fat. Anyway, yeah, so altogether, not a good stack of games for $12. My God. Oh, I could have bought 2 Subway sandwiches for that much money. This video brought to you by Subway. No, I'm joking. It's not brought to you by Subway, by the way. See, that's what happens. You're gonna think I'm a sellout. Just because of my fashion and the fact that I wear Carhartt brand Carhartt. Every single episode of this show, you're all gonna think I'm a sellout. I think I'm a sellout. I'm not even a sellout. Anyway, we're going to go back to the actual things that matter now, which are the video games. And the video games that... I think I got these actually before most of those other pickups. So I do apologize once again about the chronological order problems here. But, oh, dang it. Yeah, that did not end up going as well as I intended it to. But we did get some video games for the computer PC. We got Ultimate Ride here for the PC, and that actually also contained a copy, I think, of... I don't know, it's somewhere in my house, but it also contained a copy of Enter the Matrix for the PC. Managed to get this for $2, which I'll pay $2 any day for a big box PC game that, you know, looks kind of interesting, and the box art of this is kind of nice, so might as well have that. Then we got... Oh, dang it. The Gladiators for the PC here, and it has one of these fold-out things that I ever so much like playing with. But yeah, apparently this is an RTS. $2, not all that bad. Then we got Need for Speed on the PC, which is actually pretty nice of a thing to have gotten. And these are all like complete and everything. Well, for the most part, as far as I know, they're complete. But yeah, it's a nice shape and everything. Has the foldy window there. I always loved that. But yeah, altogether, pretty cool stuff, right? So then we also have picked up more stuff than that. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we've gotten... see if we can get to it here. And see if we know what we're doing. Okay, so I went to the Mason City Goodwill, and I walked in there and they had all their carts out. And for those of you who don't know what the Goodwills do in essence, at least all the Goodwills that I go to, they have carts full of stuff that they are gonna get around to putting out on shelves eventually. However, they just leave the carts out there while they're, you know, putting things away, and you can dig through the carts and get to stuff fairly early. Well, I went to one of those, I mean, actually they had like 4 carts just like with random PC games in them. So I was like, okay, I kind of want all of these. How much are they? $3. That's hard to justify. I mean, $2, I can pay $2 for a random PC game. I have no problem with that. $3 though, like if I bought all of the PC games that I wanted to find there, I tallied this up, it would cost me $75. So like I really had to be very selective, and I think I managed to... I said that I'm not gonna walk out of here paying more than $25. So $35 later, I walked out with these video games. These video games are Thief Deadly Shadows. This is also an Xbox game. I've heard that it's not the greatest game, but I like the box art, which is what PC games are all about, right? That's why we collect PC games, because of the box art. And look at that guy. He looks serious on that side there. Very serious looking guy. Sorry if it makes crackling noises when I do that. Then we've got... Okay, let's see if I can get down here. Oh, we got Lost Planet Extreme Condition. Keep in mind, all $3. So yes, I overpaid for some of this stuff, but you know, anything interesting in Capcom, I might as well go ahead and spend my hard-earned money on. We got... I'll show over some of the jewel case games. Keep in mind, these jewel case games, $3 freaking for these jewel case games. My God, but we got Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Amon, I don't know. We got Baldur's Gate Throne of Bell, which is, I assume, what that is pronounced like. We've got a Diablo 2 expansion called Lords of Destruction. So hey, that's pretty good. And I own Diablo 2. So if I ever play it, I can put on that expansion pack. Expansion packs are cool. Then we've got I think this is called Black and White. I think. I hope. Yeah, Black and White for the PC. $3. What am I doing with my life? And then I got something kind of cool. We've got a box set of all the discs of Riven, the sequel to Myst. By the way, for those of you who didn't know, fun fact, Riven is the sequel to Myst. Yeah, that's funny because you see like Riven, the sequel to Myst everywhere. Riven, the sequel to Myst. Rivel, the sequel to Myst. And I did already own Riven on DVD somewhere, I'm sure. But I wanted to get it on CD because I believe there's 5 CDs with Riven on it. No, 6 CDs with Riven on it. So, you know, the sequel to Myst. So, that's pretty cool and happy, you know, I get that. If you think about it, I only paid like 33 cents a DVD. Wait, no, that's not. I have a calculator. Just a moment. I might as well use this thing. I bought it for $5 at the Goodwill. You know, here's the thing. I figured, you know, it's Friday night. I'm going to get wild. I'm going to get crazy. I'm going to go to the Goodwill and buy a calculator. That's what I did Friday. All right, so we got what? We spent $3. Oh crap. It's 50 cents each. Screw calculators. But anyway, we're gonna keep on going on with these PC games here that we've picked up and purchased. We got Black and White 2, the sequel to Black and White. Here in this nice big old box here. That looks nice. I've never heard of this game, but it's EA and the cover art looked cool, so why the hell not, right? Then we got Team Fortress 2, and you may be wondering, why did you buy a free-to-play game? Because it's cool to have the actual physical game. We can just emulate all this crap anyway. We might as well buy the physical games that are free to play. And plus, GameSpy said it was absolutely the best multiplayer game of the year. So, hey. Got that right. And we got some pretty cool stuff right here. We have both Half-Life 2, the sequel to Half-Life, and we also have Half-Life 2, the Game of the Year edition, which includes Half-Life Source and Counter-Strike Source. So, hey, pretty cool. And yeah, I think those were all the... No, we got one more. We've got, right here, Star Wars Galaxies. And now, Star Wars Galaxies, I believe, was a online multiplayer game that's probably shut down now. But even if it isn't, I'm probably never going to get to it because this is the instruction manual. How much of your life do you have to dedicate to something like this to be any good at it? I don't understand that. I'd rather just play Mario. Unless this is like actually the instruction manual. I think this is just promotional stuff though. No, this is the installation manual and like some simple quick reference stuff. But yeah, that's freaking crazy. But it does come with the game and everything in there, so pretty cool to have for all of $3. And then we got something really cool. We got something that's really cool, absolutely useless to me right now. However, this is something that I've kind of planned on maybe doing eventually, or part of something I planned on doing eventually. And who knows, I might incorporate it into that. But I managed to find for $3, keep in mind, a Sapphire HD 2400 Pro here graphics card. And it is, like, crispy clean in the box. Everything's in here. Like, oh, let's see if we can... And this thing has 256 megabytes of memory. That's like twice the amount I have. So, yeah, we got the GPU in there. All the, like, little doohickey dongle things. Apparently stapled together and shut and whatnot. But, yeah, altogether, it's like a clean GPU. And I'm very happy to have a GPU that I'm probably never going to get around to using, but I would like to eventually maybe someday build a gaming PC that, you know, is good as a Windows XP gaming machine. And, you know, build gaming PCs for kind of like to coincide all the generations of consoles. I figured that, might be an interesting thing to do. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that. I might go ahead and say screw it and do it, right? Just find parts from that era and build a PC out of them. So, yeah, we got through all those PC games that we got at the Goodwill. So $34, I think, is what it came up to, and that's not bad for $34, I would say. So we did actually end up finding more stuff. We found, we went to the local Goodwill, and we looked around, and we found this. For $3, we've got Puffy Ami Kaznapt, where you can apparently play as Yumi or as Ami. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I mainly picked this up because it's a boxed Game Boy Advance game, and I don't have one of those. However, it did include, fun fact, it did include some human hair. Seriously, like, oh, I have a higher enough resolution camera for you to see this. It has human hair with it. Look at that. I think, can you see it? I don't know. There's human hair hanging off of this manual right here. Should probably get rid of that. Ugh, it's kind of gross. Oh, it's not mine. Oh, I touched it. A PictoChat manual for the DS, always important to have. And Game Boy Precautions booklet. And of course the game too. Did come with the game. So $3, I figured, might as well own a box for a box Game Boy Advance game. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and put all this back in here, and we'll have to throw on some hand sanitizer and acid bath. But yeah. So then we went to the pawn shop directly after that. I know these were on the same day. And we found a couple Xbox 360 games. And usually I'm very reluctant to pay $7 for an Xbox 360 game. But I figured, hey, these ones are worth it. We got Injustice Gods Among Us, which I believe was a game that came out less than 2 years ago. I think it came out in 2014. So pretty cool. And this is the Legendary Edition, so it includes all the DLC. So I figured might as well pick this up. It's complete and everything. So there you go. And we also picked up something that I kind of wanted for a while, and that is Sonic and Sega's Genesis Ultimate collections with a bunch of Genesis games on it for the Xbox 360, because Genesis games capture like crap, so I would like to capture them off the Genesis. Not the Genesis, the Xbox, other than Sonic CD. Sonic CD I'm going to play on actual hardware. The Genesis Model 1 that I bought, that I fixed, that broke again, that we fixed again, that broke again. The moral of the story is we're going to play it on Genesis Model 1 eventually. Alright, so then this is pretty cool. We actually found some retro pickups. And not only did we find retro pickups, we found a bunch in one day from the Goodwill and the pawn shop. How does that happen on the same day? I mean, it's freaking crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? So we're going to go to Shed and show you guys. So we went to the Goodwill first, and I saw a reseller walk in. I know he's one of those people that's like, how much is this game, on his phone? And, he's looking at, and I'm like, oh no, I got to run in there and grab anything that, I might want. So I run into the Goodwill and I speed run it. I glance at the glass case, glance at the DVD stuff, nothing's changed. Glance at the electronic shelves, nothing going on any different. I go to the carts that they just pulled out. They just pulled out this cart, and I look through, I just basically dig through, and I find something. I find Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo. So yeah, for $3. And I was thinking, yay, licensed Super Nintendo game. But I see that out of corner glimmer of my eye. Another game that I'm like, is this, oh, whoa. And that game was, see if we can find the specific one in here. Yep, right here. Super Mario Kart. This is the second one that I found from that Goodwill. And it was $3, but yeah, it's in good shape and everything. And this is the non greatest hits kind of one, so I will be keeping this along with the other one because I'm crazy. But yeah, So that was pretty cool to find. So I figured, okay, let's see what else is in here, because I was thinking this whole time, hopefully I can find a copy of Super Mario World. For those of you who like aren't familiar with my entire quest in life, my goal is to eventually find a copy of Super Mario World in the wild. I have found 2 copies of Super Mario Kart. I have found freaking like just countless Super Nintendo games, countless good ones, Donkey Kong Countries, all the way, just all kinds of good Super Nintendo games. Never once. Oh crap, that's not good. We're gonna make this short. So we got ourselves we got ourselves that game. We have never found a copy of New Super Mario. I'm not New Super Mario World. Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. So I was hoping to find one. Spoiler alert, I didn't. So yeah. But we did find a bunch of other awesome games. So we managed to find SimCity here for the Super Nintendo Classic. Did not have that one already. Or Jurassic Park. But I did have Super Mario Kart, as I said. Found Pilot Wings, which is also another awesome title to have for the Super Nintendo. We found Mario Paint, which I needed Mario Paint because I didn't have a copy of Mario Paint. I just had the mouse, so pretty cool to have that. And I think I found another mouse, but it's not with me right now. I also found a third-party controller, one of the, like the ones with the switchable turbos, but yeah, don't have that with me at the exact moment I'm recording this. And I found one that is really cool and relevant right now. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I believe. Is it Super Street Fighter? No, it's just regular Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I don't know. They make so many freaking versions of this game. Hard to keep count. But yeah, pretty freaking cool to have, particularly since Street Fighter 5 just came out. So might need to go ahead and play a little bit of that. But we also got for the Super Nintendo a Game Genie. Yeah, Game Genie for the Super Nintendo. That's pretty freaking cool. So yeah, we got all those games for $3 a piece. Not bad at all. So happy to add most of those. Well, actually, all of those to the collection. I'm not gonna have to get rid of any of them. Battery level's low. Just a moment. Hello guys, Dusty here, and I'm back. I'm sorry about that. That just happened to have happened. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit more. There, that sounds a little bit better. Hopefully this video hasn't been too quiet. But we picked up more stuff. So after that trip to the Goodwill, we found all the Super Nintendo games. Same day. Same day we walk into the pawn shop and we find these. To get started, we walked through the pawn shop. We didn't really find too much as far as, games go that we were very interested in on the, shelf where they keep the newer games. Or we found a PS2 game that I kind of wasn't really interested in. I can't remember the name of it either. But anyway, we walked to their glass case where they keep their portable stuff, or occasionally whenever they get cartridges in, they usually put them in there. And we found some cartridges. Yes, we did. So I'm going to go ahead and show you them. To get started, we have Atari 2600 cartridges. We have Spectravision cartridge here, Gangster Alley, pretty cool. And yes, I know I did pay too much for Atari 2600 cartridges, $2. I paid $2 for each of these. That's a little much, but these are kind of stuff that I wanted. So we got Night Driver, we got Street Racer, we got one of my favorite Atari 2600 games of all time besides Asteroids. We got Combat. And last but not least, we have whatever the heck Star Master is. But Star Master. So pretty cool. Altogether, happy about those pickups. Even though, yeah, I did pay a total of $10 for a stack of 5 Atari 2600 games. I suppose Gangster Alley is worth kind of close to that anyway, when you consider shipping and anything like that. So I suppose that's fine. But yeah, I usually don't like spending that much for Atari 2600 games, which is why I don't have too many of them. That, and I don't have an Atari 2600. I would very much like to have an Atari 2600, and I've almost broke down and bought one on eBay, but no, I'm still holding out, still hoping that I'll find one in the wild. But yeah. Anyway, that's not all. That's not it. We got more. We got a little tiny 2 stack of Nintendo games. We've got WrestleMania here, which I believe I already have. And we got Xenophobe here. So that's pretty cool. And this one was courtesy of Hollywood Video. So thank you, Hollywood Video, for letting this game fall into my hands in some way or another. But that's not all. We also found... You'd think I'd say Super Nintendo cartridges here, but nope. We did not find Super Nintendo cartridges. We skipped straight to N64. How does that happen? Like, seriously. We find PlayStation games at the pawn shop. We find Super Nintendo... Oh, PlayStation... Did I just say PlayStation games? I'm sorry. I found Nintendo games at the pawn shop. I found Super Nintendo games at the Goodwill. And I found N64 games at the pawn shop. But no Super Nintendo games at the pawn shop. All on the same day. Isn't that weird? How does that happen? Am I the only person who sees this as weird? Probably not. Because, honestly, I don't find too many cartridge games out and about. Not at garage sales. So, that being said... It's crazy. 2 places, 1 day, having cartridge games. Anyway, we got some N64 games here that I'm kind of excited about. We got Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer, which I've heard is a very fun game. So happy to have that. Then we've got Jet Force Gemini. Pretty cool pickup for the N64 there. Then we got another cool pickup, Perfect Dark, for the N64. So altogether... not too bad for a 50th episode of Dusty Doo Picks Up the Games. Seriously, what is this series called again? I can't remember, but we're going to find a name for this series. We're going to find a good name for this series. All right? And we're going to figure it out. But all I know is this is the 50th one. So, really, isn't that all that matters? Be with this setup. And by the way, I am going to have a setup tour video. So, I just shot it while my battery was charging with my Galaxy S6. Fortunately, I will never have to use this camera again. Well, I might have to use it again, but still, this phone, seriously, it's just gotten worse and worse over time. I originally thought, yeah, this phone is the best thing ever. Like, 6 months after owning it, I'm like, oh, I miss my iPhone 4. But anyway, you know, we're gonna go ahead and do the whole Dusty puts things away with a bunch of random sharp things on his floor, so this is gonna be interesting. But look, this is all the pickups from this video. Oh, I have my work cut out for me. Alright, we got Ultimate Ride here. We'll put right here for now. Then we got, and we'll start with this bag. Box Game Boy Advance game. That'll go with the portable in the case games, I guess. Sure. That's where this can go. Okay. By the way, if you don't want to watch this part, you can go ahead and turn it off. But if you like to see what I do amounts to at the end of these videos, that's kind of what this is for. So, I hope you enjoy this part anyway. Half-Life there. Cleared out a little space for PC games here. Why does it fall that way? I don't really understand that. Okay, yeah. A couple dual case games here. Oh, here's Enter the Matrix I was talking about earlier, by the way, guys. There you go. This is going to be called Fat Guy Puts Away Video Games. I hope you enjoy this. Okay. This will usually be more fulfilling when I, have like more organization and stuff going on. Put these games over here. Ow. That's gonna need to go in a better case, isn't it? So it doesn't hurt me anymore. Okay, Half-Life 2 Game of the Year. We got Black and White. Baldur's Gate 2. Alright, next case of things. Oh, these are PC games. We'll put the Sapphire. I really want to put this up on display somewhere, honestly. We'll put this next to here, too. We'll just put this Wii remote charger there for now. We'll have shelves eventually for all this stuff in boxes up there. This, goes way over my head, just to give you guys some perspective on that. Got this cool Star Wars box here. Go down there. We're filling up this little PC area pretty quickly. It'll be no time before it's completely full. Alright. Got these 2 games here. Heck, it might be before the end of the video that this thing's full. We got Deadpool. Okay. Dead Rising. Got these crappy PlayStation games. This one's a duplicate, so I'll just leave that down there for now. But these ones can go on the side of the PC game. I'm really going to need to organize that, but for now it'll work. PC games here. Go ahead and put this right here, and I think we can put at least one or maybe both of these on here. One is going to be more the answer to that question, or the answer to that statement. How is that supposed to work? Anyway, Super Nintendo games. Oh, are we going to have enough room on our Super Nintendo area to do this? I'm not sure. And by I'm not sure, I mean no, I'm not. I'm going to need to figure out different places with Super Nintendo games. I'm happy about that, but then we're going to want to put this Super Mario Kart next to my other Super Mario Kart so we remember we have two of them. Okay. Perfect. And there. Try to get the rest of the Super Nintendo ones first. This one here. Oh, yeah, that's not going to fit right. Alright, well, we can just sit this. We can start on the N64 shelf. I think that's, yeah, it's tall enough to fit Super Nintendo games. So go ahead and throw a couple Super Nintendo games there. Then we got Game Genie. We can just put up on display here for now. I don't know where its final home's going to be, but I guess we'll find that out together. We got the Atari 2600 game pile here with Sword Quest Earthworld and Fire World here. We're going to go ahead and put these here. Yeah, we need more shelf space. I always love saying that because that means we've done good with picking up video games. Nintendo games. We got plenty of space down here for you guys. And N64 games. We'll go down here. Alright, I think that's it for our pickups. So thank you guys for watching this little video, and you probably can hardly hear me right now. But I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy!